You have a bump on your neck. First of all, how long have you had that?
About 17 years, maybe even longer.
How old is the one on your thigh?
About maybe 7 years or so. 'Cause my wife and I used to watch you, and she kept saying we need to write in to see if, she could help you. And unfortunately, she passed in February, so we wasn't able to do it, so. I brought a picture. I don't know if you want to see it, my wife.
Of course I do.
I'm sorry.
Of course I do. So it's really nice to know.
That was us in...
Oh.
We were in Estes Park, and that was the last time we were in Colorado, so.
You both look so happy. Was it rather sudden? What happened?
It was,
or?
well, she was a smoker, of course, but then they said she had the coronavirus.
Okay.
So she went in Wednesday night, Thursday morning, and she was gone the following Monday.
Oh, my gosh.
That's how fast it was, so, yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, thank you.
So let's see if we can't help you, but I need to take a look first here, okay?
It really breaks my heart what James has been going through this last year. He's such a sweetheart, but really we should remind ourselves that it's because of his wife that he's here in the first place.
Okay, I'm gonna just take a feel of it if you don't mind, okay? So it feels like it moves around pretty well back and forth. It makes me think this is probably a lipoma. So I think there's a good chance that we can remove this. But let me see this little back one here, okay? The finale here. I'm gonna move it around. Yeah, this feels like a lipoma. And it's not surprising that this moves around a little bit more stiffly because this is like probably some of the thickest skin on our body. Well, I think that the good news is I don't see anything that is really concerning to me. I think that they definitely take away joy from you, certainly, and I feel like you need some joy these days.
Yeah, my self-esteem would probably go a lot higher, and my confidence for myself,
Now, your nails are interesting. There is a area here called the matrix right behind our nail. That's actually where our nail grows out. So our nail is actually dead skin cells, so just like our hair is. So the cells that produce the nail are back here. And so sometimes if they're just a little aggravated by something, like psoriasis, like another kind of skin condition that is not life-threatening, it can make your nails grow out funny. Now, sometimes if people just have a lot of damage on the outside, it could be like a fungus even, but it can also just be people getting into chemicals. But when you have some of this, what we call onycholysis, which is when it's lifted up here, see how this little triangle and it's lifted up? You just want to be careful because sometimes we're inclined to want to clean under there because you get like a little bit of crud and stuff under there. But every time you do that, you lift it up and that kind of allows it to continue. So you want to actually try to leave those alone and clip them real short so they don't get snagged on things. And you might have a little bit of fungus or yeast there because water likes to get trapped under there. It's tough to treat, because again, those things aren't life-threatening and you can try heavy-duty medications, but there's a lot more risks with them, especially if this is all you have. But we can try some other things, maybe some topical things to help, decrease any kind of inflammation that might be going on at the base here so that it will hopefully grow out healthier. But it takes time. They grow really slow. Okay, make sure nothing ever hurts, okay?
Okay.
I see the lipoma here. It's a lipoma. So I use my finger a little bit, just because it's nice, it's not sharp. Trim my nails just for this. It's actually pretty free on this side, so I'm gonna just give you a squeeze. You okay? Okay, I'll show them to you in just a second here. You're doing awesome. So it's making noises now. It does remind you of chicken a lot, doesn't it?
My wife used to love chicken broth.
Chicken broth, that's yummy. Almost gone.
Oh, wow. Oh, geez.
A lot of bumps to them. Nice and flat now.
Yeah.
Well, that was an interesting looking lipoma. It almost had little tentacles. And sometimes those are a bear to remove because all those little fingers are really stuck in there, almost like vacuum sealed in there, and they're really hard to pull out. But his just popped right out. You might think that the hard work is over, but actually the more difficult, more complicated case on the back of the neck, over the spinal cord, these areas tend to have very thick skin and they tend to be tethered in a lot of fibrous tissue. They're hard to get to.
Okay, so like I said, you shouldn't feel anything other than us touching you. I see the lipoma here. It's crowning right now. You okay?
I am.
Okay, I feel the little pockets this one has found its way into. Been trying to grow in this tight space for a while. And what's going on right here? Let me see again. I'm trying to keep this thing whole, and it's kind of not letting me. It's telling me I think I need to, if I took it out in a piece, if I cut it in half, I bet you then it'll be like, it'll just slip out then. Is that to you too? I'm gonna just kind of remove this in pieces here. I'm gonna have to cut it in pieces.
I'm gonna cut his lipoma in half because it's gonna let me see what's going on underneath there, and it will probably ensure that I have a better chance of removing this.
I'm sorry I couldn't keep this in one full piece. It wouldn't let me. It's part of it. Okay, closing it up now.
Okay.
For this kind of bump, it really wasn't that bad. Maybe it's because James is so sweet, or maybe his wife is looking down upon us, just blessing this lipoma. After all, she was a popaholic.
You did awesome, like awesome.
Oh my gosh.
You got your neck back. Look
I
at that
do.
gorgeous neck profile.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, geez.
It looks really good.
It's been years that I've been able to feel my own neck and be able to move my head all the way back and move it to the right. Oh, my word. Well, I could actually go to the barber shop and not be embarrassed.
Oh, yeah.
The one that I had on my neck, I was kind of worried about my job because you have to pass a physical every 2 years and they measure your neck. So now I won't have to worry about that anymore. Before I leave, Dr. Lee, I hate to ask you, but can you sign my picture with me and my wife, please?
Oh my gosh, of course. Are you kidding me? I would love to give tribute to her.
I felt Lori being with me gave me the inspiration to be able to go through all this.
I just put to Lori in heaven and to James, cheers, because you guys are having a beer.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Oh, I adore you, okay?
Thank you.
Mwah. Have a safe trip back, okay?
Thank you, Dr. Lee. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you. This is a start of a new chapter for me with my lumps gone, and I'll be able to go into next year with more confidence and more self-esteem for myself.